This is Grace from Brock, and welcome back as we talk about food budgeting and tips in our latest episode of FinTips, sponsored by First Ontario Credit Union. Kelly is with us again today, and if you've been tuning in, you'll know that Kelly has been answering questions about personal finances and managing our money and giving us some great tips. Kelly is from First Ontario Credit Union, a local credit union in Niagara and across Southern Ontario. So thanks so much for joining us today, Kelly.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so after tuition and rent, food costs are right at the top of students' budgets. When it comes to grocery shopping and food purchases, what can students keep in mind?
In these times, it's really hard to budget for food and buying groceries. What I recommend is doing a budget, taking a look at how much you're spending for the month. So when I say that, take a look at everything. I'm talking your coffee, your snacks, everything that you buy from your favorite store. You want to keep your receipts, add them up, and see how much you've spent for the month. And then try to understand how much you really have for that budget. This will make it a lot easier to know where your money is going. Next, it comes planning. You need to plan your meals. And when I say plan, I mean breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, coffee, everything you consume in the week, you want to plan. You only want to buy enough food for what you're making. So whatever you're making for those meals, take a look at the food, shop around, look at generic brands. Often generic brands can be cheaper. Also, take a look at where you're shopping and how you're shopping. Buy frozen fruits and vegetables. They last a lot longer. I know fresh are great, but if we buy too much, they're rotting and then we're wasting money.
Absolutely, yeah, especially like for making smoothies or things like that. I find it's really easy to keep things frozen in the freezer and then I can always grab them and they stay fresh.
Exactly. The other thing is too, if you go to places like Bulk Barn, they sell food in bulk.
That's true.
So you can buy just what you want. So for example, you're making a cake for your friend. You're not making cakes every week. Why buy a big bag of flour? You don't use it all and then you're wasting it and it expires.
Right.
So you want to make sure you go to places like Bulk Barn. The other thing is talk to your roommates. Your roommates and you can make some plans. A lot of times there's multi-buys at grocery stores where you get two things cheaper than just buying one. Go to Costco with them. Take a look. You can buy some bigger packages of items and share. Or again, like I said, Bulk Barn. But the key when you go to places like this is you want to make sure you know the unit price. They always look like they're cheaper, but you do want to break it down to see if maybe you can find it at the grocery store. And then ads. If you look at ads, there's lots of ads. There are lots of flyers for grocery stores. The first page of the ads are always the sales. So use the sales to make your meals. Keep an eye on those ads. Best way to do that is the Flip app. The Flip app allows you to go into the app, find foods that you want to make or maybe something that you want to purchase, search it, and you'll see where it's on sale. You need to check your grocery ads. There's a lot of weekly flyers that come out, and on the front of those flyers are sales. Plan your meals around those sales. And if something is on sale, maybe buy more. For example, ground beef. If there's a large ground beef on sale, I'll go buy that. I'll package it into smaller packages and freeze it, and then just take it out when I need it. But even further, you can make your own meals. So take the ground beef, make spaghetti, make tacos, make chili. Freeze them into meal-sized portions, and then when you're going to eat them, take them out the night before, and we go back to planning, where you're planning your meal is going to be ready other than warming it up.
Yeah, that's great. Definitely some good ideas to think about.
Definitely. Another thing you need to think about is where you shop. Sometimes it's to do with transportation. Other times we want to take a look at what the grocery stores offer that you're going to. You may find one that has student discounts. Take a look, give them a call, ask them what you need. Your student card, ID, what do you need to bring with you? There are also grocery stores out there that price match. Price matching is when you find a sale in an ad, you show the cashier and they match that price. This way you don't have to go to another store. Makes your life a bit easier. Super important to research it and understand how these grocery stores offer you some deals.
Yeah, that sounds like a really, really good tool. Are there any other tools that could help with groceries?
Yeah, there's lots of different coupons. Take a look at coupons, look in the ads, look at your grocery store, because sometimes they have coupons as well. give maybe one of the distributors a call, maybe a product that you like. They might even send you coupons or samples.
Yeah.
And then take a look at what points programs. A lot of grocery stores have points programs. So you get a card, and every time you shop, you get points. You'll collect so many that you'll be able to actually redeem those points for products, groceries, and it's like a free grocery shop. Also take a look at credit cards. At First Ontario Credit Union, we do have a Visa that allows for you to get points in cash back. And what that means is when you use that Visa, you collect points, you get cash back either in your account or back on your card. The one thing I do caution though, if you are using a Visa for grocery purchases, make sure you pay it off. So use it in the store, go home right away and pay it off. You don't want to be paying interest on your grocery bills. Literally just use that to gain the points.
That's really smart. And is there anything else we should keep in mind?
And yeah, here's another tip. When you have leftovers, Google it. There are a lot of websites that will actually take the ingredients or the leftovers you have and create a recipe. myfridgefood.com or supercook.com are examples of both.
So you've given us some really great tips and tricks on how to food budget and things like that, but where should we start with all of this?
So you don't have to incorporate everything at once. Start slowly. You've already taken a look at your budget. You will have known how much you're spending. Maybe start by making coffee at home. You can make a number of cups or even pots of coffee for the same price as one coffee from your favorite coffee shop. So start slowly. Get a mug, get a travel mug, take it with you and make your coffee every morning and maybe take a snack along. That's a really good place to start. You will see money savings right away.
So those are definitely some really great tips for making food at home and saving money that way. But what about for students who are on campus?
So when you're on campus, access free food and snacks. There are events that happen, often run by Experience BU and BUSU, that offer free breakfast, free snacks. These are great events. Not only do you get free food, but you will also end up networking and meeting new friends. The other advice I give you is make sure you store everything properly. So if you're bringing food to school to eat, or if you're putting food away at home, you want to make sure everything is in airtight containers, put in the freezer, kept in the fridge, don't leave it in your car, and make sure everything is fresh when you're eating it.
Now, what if some students still need some help?
So I want everyone to remember you are not alone. Brock offers the Food First program. This is a program that helps students with food insecurity. It is sponsored in part by BUSU, the Graduate Students Association, Aramark Canada, and places like First Ontario Credit Union, where we provide gift cards to students for grocery stores and also set them up with community resources. So again, I want you to reach out if you are having issues. Make sure you access the services that we have here.
So thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing all of your great tips and information on food budgeting and how to plan for that and just all the things that we can do, at home or on campus. These are some really great things to keep in mind. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that and allowing me to, use those so I can now have more money in my pocket for food and for, the things that I need. So as always, I encourage everyone, if you have any personal finance questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future podcast episodes, to please email us your ideas to communications@firstontario.com. Thanks so much, Kelly.
Thanks for having me again.